see there. Huh. Right. Bring it up again. Yeah. We'll see what's using your CPU. Oh, it looks even worse than before. And I can't stop the rest of these things. Hello. Yeah, I guess the mic's working. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And the clock seems to be working. Well, try. Welcome back. We should get that whole thing right there. A little more. What do you call that? Merle. Yeah. Oh, my friend, to the show that never ends. Oh, yeah. Fucking old Friday. Almost had a number 3 there in a few more minutes. Don't you see what Carol had done a video today about something blowing up, another train wreck or some shit. Hope this shit don't get caught up to us. You know, being in the East, everything heads east, you know. It's a happy day in the neighborhood. Well. With Ralphie's performance. Yeah. Yeah. Bonus band in mind because of the Baker to Vegas run. I don't know what that means. That's the title of this. We're going to have to stop making phone calls to get people in here. What's Bubba's the treasurer and the guy who takes the confession, $49.95. Let's go see what else is up. Anyways, pretty country.
Talk to you guys later, and let's get you excited to do some exploring on your own. Do it. Have fun.
Fucking call Bubba. Bubba, you bastard, where are ya? Oh, I don't know if he's on time. I don't remember. Is he on my time? I think he's on my time. Think about it. But yeah, we got Britney Spears doing some wild shit, man. We'll go watch Aqua Chick and then we'll call Bubba. Where the hell are you, Father? Father Bubba. I don't remember. Shut up.
out a new permission today, and the owner told me that some guys had been hunting his farm about 10 years ago, and up in this woods, they were finding bullets and buttons and stuff from the Civil War. Now, he says no one's been back probably for about 10 years.
Now, I don't know where he is. He may be in Maine still. Hey, somebody gave 2 thumbs up. Thank you.
I guess it's like almost like a gas cap or something. Maybe it's talked to a fence post. I found it over along the road over there. Anyway, like I said, I've been wandering around, and I got into an area here where there's a lot of little blips of iron, and I did get a nice squeaker, and I dug it up, and we have what I believe is going to be a Civil War bullet. I haven't actually picked it up yet, but I can see something laying right there.
Well, somebody stopped that.
It's going to be a mini ball or
I have no interest in doing this shit. The fucking ticks must be all over this guy.
Let me just clean it off on my pants, so on my boot just a bit. I don't see any sign of deformation from like where the rifling cut into it, but I'm only seeing 2 rings, very faint, very faint rings. So I'm not sure if that's going to be an actual mini ball or some other kind of bullet. Maybe it's been carved on, I'm not sure. But anyway, that's a good sign. We found a bullet. I'm not skunked today, and I'm going to start a video. Hopefully we'll find a few more things to add to it, so it makes it worth our while. Well, worth your while. It's already been worth my while because I'm out on a beautiful spring day.
Metal detect. All day up in that terrain where that kid was walking around.
Minutes in this general area, and I have one signal that might be a bullet. I thought we'd go ahead and dig together. But I want you to listen to what this area sounds like, and in particular, that one signal. Kind of scratch it up right there because I want you to hear that. Okay, AT Pro, AT Max today, 0 program, 0 discrimination. Balance. Go ahead and just listen to what's in the ground here. You can hear a lot of bleeps. Now, I dug one of those up, and it was a round nail. That looks almost like a little fireplace right there. Like somebody had a campfire here. How much iron's in it? Anyway, this one right here is a little bit different. Listen to it. A little tiny bit of a squeak on it, but not a lot. Number does jump up a little, but if I put it in all metal, which is how the numbers are staying right in the 20s or so, so that tells me that the detector's reading it. That one's a little bit higher. I might dig that up. Could be a little piece of melted lead or something. Nah, it's staying pretty low, but what? Listen to this one. This sounds different. I can tell it's deeper. That's a deeper signal. Fairly good size. Deeper. Notice this, it's reading up on the meter a little bit better every once in a while, but I'm going to suspect that's a bullet just because of the size and the softness of the sound. I'm going to set you up and we'll dig it together. Right in here. It's going to be down about at least 8 to 10 inches. Dig kind of nice plug since I don't know exactly where it is because I already forgot. Get that out of there. Could possibly be right there, but
I don't know. I don't think he's in Maine.
This one right here.
I don't think there's red soil like that. I think he's back down in Carolinas.
For good measure. All right. Put that on that side. So what I'm going to do now is get the detector and see if we got out of the hole. Not here out of the hole yet, so not hearing much. So it might have rolled back down to the bottom of the hole. So let's get the pinpointer out. I don't know if that's in a loose dirt there or down a little bit further. All right. So all the loose dirt is out. Let's check and see. That's probably the ground. What I can do there is we can ground balance it by putting it against the side and checking again. See, it's gone. So it's right in this loose dirt here. I suspect it's going to be a bullet. You see it? Oh, is it? Yep, there it is. That is a Civil War bullet. That's going to be, looks almost like a Burnside, but I think it's going to be a 3-ring mini. That's a 3-ring mini right there. I can't tell if that's been fired or carved. Looks like it's got little eyeballs carved in it. A little fishy, maybe. just kind of wipe it off on the boot a little bit. I don't like to use the pants too much because if you do it too much, it'll actually cause a hole in the fabric. All right, so that is a 3-ring mini ball. Look, and I don't know if it's been carved or, I mean, it almost looks like it's a bird or a fish or something, or it's just been chewed on. We'll clean that up and get a better look at it in a few minutes, but mainly I just wanted you to hear what a bullet sounds like. You can't hear it with the script on, but it was a nice solid signal. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to hunt all metal for now. 10 years ago, the machines weren't quite as good as they are nowadays. After there's some like little pieces
This is
of
just
wire.
a cheap one.
I don't know if it's too small for fence wire, but I'm going to just cover that back up probably. But right over here, I have a nice deep signal. Let you listen to it. I'm not going to do this every time, but just to get used to it. So that's a nice deep signal. It's actually reading pretty good on the meter, on and off. Let's listen to it and
I
discriminate.
watch some guys sometime Australian.
So we get like a
and friggin' metal detectors are like $7 grand.
It's not really solid squeak. Unfortunately, I'm hitting that stick right there, so it can't get a good swing. But yeah, that's decent enough. I'd probably go ahead and dig that. But with all metal, listen to the difference in the signal. So I think that's going to be a bullet. Let me go ahead and set you up, and we'll dig it together. Should be about right in here where that little green thing is. Not quite as deep as the other one. If it's a bullet, if it's something bigger, then it could be as deep. Or cut some of these roots. So just pop it up from this side. Take one more out of here, just so we don't have to. Well, let's take two, so we don't have to count any. All right, let's see what we got. Nope. All right, still in a hole, probably a little bit deeper. Yep, I'll get this loose stuff out, and we'll check it with a pinpointer. Make sure it's not loose stuff. Nice soil in this one. These are going to be planted in about 2 weeks, so unfortunately, I'm going to probably not be here before they get planted. All right, so I'm a little off to the side, right there. You can see a streak of white, but also like a piece of iron. See that streak right there? So that might be a bullet. Nope, it's probably just a piece of dead. Wait, this up. Oh, there's a little bit low on that one, wouldn't I? Turn it behind it and push it out. There we go. That should have done it. I see what we got. Oh, I see it. It's actually, I think, going to be a Spencer carbine, maybe. But it's definitely a piece of copper or brass. It looks like it's probably
My dad metal detects, does he?
Looky there. Unfortunately, it's broken, but boy, I hope I didn't break that, but I might have. The bullet's been pushed down in there, if that's a Spencer, but boy, you can see a good big crack on it anyway. But yeah, it's that could be a Spencer, it could be a Gallagher, it could be most anything. Without seeing the face, it's really hard to say.
Some of the first brass cartridges.
Ground balance that. Yeah, I'm going to dig that out of there. Dig that side too.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So that's the mineralization in the ground, I believe. Unless there's another target down deeper. Ground balance it again close to where it's beeping. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's just the ground, but I wouldn't dig it out. I don't see a base. So I'm suspecting the base rotted off some time ago. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Boy, sorry about that thing right there. I'll let you know if it turns
Gotta
out
have a good doggy with you,
I think it's just going to be ground mineralization.
Where I want to go.
So this signal is quite loud, but I'll go ahead and get you out anyway.
Fucking mountain lions out there once in a while, you know. You see you just jerking off like that, not looking too bull and
there's one of these bushes right over the top of it.
active.
Still till here. Or the guys just didn't get everything. That was right there. I'm just trying to dig down a little bit more. I don't think it's going to be very deep. There it is. That's a shotgun shell. We're here in the brass base to it. And this is plastic, so it's quite a new one.
Yeah, it's
actually
a new
has
shotgun shell.
Steel primer. You can see it's kind of rusty, but we're definitely hearing that brass base. I'll check the hole just to make sure that's all it was, but I'm pretty sure that's it. So that's exactly where I found the shotgun shell. I got another signal down deeper. I went in and dug it up. And this is what it is. It's iron. I guess that's a nail maybe. I don't know if that's a nail or a piece of wire. But it's the exact same thing I found in the little fire pit looking thing over there. So it might be like
we got to worry about that addiction rate, right?
Ration box.
You won't be out there doing too much.
Nail, I'm not sure, but I just wanted to show that to you. I didn't get Joe for this one because it was a really loud signal. I figured it was a shotgun shell, but it looks like it's going to be a brass chain of some sort. I'm hoping something really cool stuck on it. Is that, wow, I don't know, but I don't know if it's part of a curb bit or what. Never seen one quite like that, though. On bits, they have horse bits, they have a piece that goes under the chin of the horse. I don't know if this is like a weird one of those, because it looks like it's probably more or less complete. Maybe not, but that's a really, really great find. It was loud. It didn't sound like great, but boy, I tell you, if something like that's in here, there could be a belt buckle in here yet. It was only down about 4 inches or so. This is turning out to be an alright spot, man. I haven't really talked about well, I mean, that's right where we found the bullets, right there. So we're just hanging this little area, making circles, getting bigger, wider and wider circles each time. That's the way. I like it. So here's a bolt that I just dug. It's down about 6 inches or so. And I gave him.
Fuck it, do it.
It's about that size right here. Got another nice tool here. Didn't read it on the meter, so when
you go back to where that guy was, I spent many sick. I didn't have ham radio that much. I didn't have internet. Didn't have a cell coverage. So where's the addiction? You know what I mean? I don't understand. I'm referring to our good friend, the live. I said, what's the point of it?
It's definitely a Civil War bullet of some sort. I'll try to figure that out. I may not ever know for sure. Yeah, that's definitely carved, so that's not a star.
I got 5 packs of seed.
Pretty exciting.
Probably almost an ounce of carrot seed, and I got to put that in. That's going,
I think it's going to be a good one. I think the ground is just pretty mineralized in here. That's what the problem is.
I mean, I got a lot of shit. Well, you did the growing of God, and no, you got to stop that. I don't know what she meant.
It's probably going to be a cartridge, Civil War era cartridge. That really fell apart.
I want to see no one else is here. I want to see Britney Spears' coochie and titties. Yeah, I haven't looked at a naked woman in a long time. Might as well go try on the internet machine. Wasn't too spectacular for 40 years old, though. She got a hell of a little body.
Follow it back in here. It's probably the bullet will be there. See, there's more of it. This is the gunpowder again. The cartridge is already gone.
Yeah, I know. And I turned it into talking about that kind of strange comment the other day about not doing the live. Well, what's the point of doing the live? It brings some joy to some people and brings joy to me. Does it increase my testosterone? Fuck no, it don't. Does it increase my dopamine? Fuck no, it don't. So I don't know what quite the issue is.
edge,
unless
cut it down
he's
that way.
just trying
Not
to
directly
help
on
with the
target.
communists I live
That
around.
quiets it down. But I'm not hearing anything now. Possible the bullet's not in there. It could just
You
been a
know,
base. They could have pulled the bullet out for just goofing off.
this
the
whole
cartridge or
place is
something,
like that, though. I'm telling you, it's got a real strange fucking mojo about it. You like this, you ain't gonna get that. You get the opposite.
It's hooked to my headphones, so you can't hear it, but you can hear it, feel it buzz.
Like some kind of sick fucking
I don't think
bunch
there's one in there, man.
of mojo.
All right, here's what we want to do. We will put my little knife away. We'll go ahead and check the dirt and make sure there's not the bullet left in there. And not gonna...
He's out there doing this every day. He's outside, right?
That's very strange.
Getting some exercise. There's no danger.
Looks like we have another cartridge right
Well,
here.
you know, I mean, you've been with me for a long time, you know.
And I'd say that's that's probably Gallagher.
You've been on here. You heard me on my down days, and you haven't heard me on my happy days. And I think there are a lot of them. There may not be as much as I'd like, but that's just the way the bullet flies, baby. That's just the way the bullet flies. This fucking rimfire, he's been finding these.
And just like a modern rimfire, like a 22 long rifle, the firing pin would hit the rim.
You ever seen a big cartridge like that, 40 caliber, 45 caliber, rimfire?
On the very bottom of this metallic cartridge. And the way it worked is this: have the breech loader, but it'd have a cap on it, just like a regular muzzle loader.
Oh.
You put a cap on it, and you pull back the hammer, and you let the hammer slam forward. Hits the cap, makes a spark, and the spark goes down into that little hole, which sets off the gunpowder.
Oh, so it's not rimfire, really?
More like the modern cap guns, where it had like I think called
Major. No, I just I
like,
respect that woman a lot, you know. I didn't know what she meant the other day.
Just like the old cap gun used to be. But most of them were fired with a regular percussion cap, put on the nipple of the gun, pull the hammer back, boom, there goes down range.
I didn't know. Well, you know, you pop out there getting fresh air and looking around.
Trying to find a hole in my koi pond.
You know, what the hell?
Koi ponds have been going down.
If that's his old, you know, it seems like life gets really, really narrow, and the older you get, you know, shit you couldn't do before.
Yeah, the part of that, but it's
well.
very crumbling. There's no way to save it, and that's probably one carved bullet. You've pretty much seen everything, so I'm not going to go over it.
Like, none of that interests me.
Pictures for the end. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Sorry it was such a quick
Getting
talk,
on some copper, gold, or silver would be pretty cool.
Makes for a good day. We'll see you on the next one, I hope.
But he enjoys what he's doing. More power to him. You know what I mean? Everything. Fucking shit you can't eat no more. God damn it, you know. It's fucking crazy. Shit you can't afford to do anymore. But we should have went back and watched him up here in Maine. He seemed like he had a lot of fun up here. Seemed like his buddy there that invited him up here, up in Machias. How do natives keep their culture alive?
Because you speak Navajo, it's easy to get consumed in the modern world.
Oh, this
right?
is Pete
You
Santanella.
have a good job. You're a firefighter, right? Correct. I have to balance the traditional way and the modern day. That I have to teach my kids now. And you have to teach them the language, right? The language. Because that's the only way it's going to live. It's everybody's responsibility to keep it going. Back in the day, a lot of our elders were very strict on telling stories about our history, our past. A lot of them are gone, and they've taken a lot of that stuff.
I mean, saying you watch a carving of fucking dinosaur. It's like, what? The person that did this shit had dinosaurs running around.
Younger generations to carry it on, because after us, it's going to be kind of.
After us, it's all over, baby. Joe Biden's going to really twist our panties up pretty soon. I got a feeling. I'll go replay this. I watched it earlier. Quicksar. I like Quicksar. He does a good job. Young kid. He's grown up to almost 1 million subs. This is another asshole commercial we got to sit through. Good. Thank you. They must have heard me. Well, why the first few seconds of a commercial you coming in swearing and then you fucking beep it out? Like, what's the point? Whatever. Oh, I'm on a range.
Not a single other person is involved in the making of these videos. I do the research, I do the writing, I do the graphics, I do the audio processing, I do the editing, and I do the thumbnails. Part of this is because I'm very particular, probably due to some undiagnosed mental disorder. Once I have an idea of how something should look, I have a very hard time giving it away to some idiot to make it a reality. It's just not going to turn out how I envision it in my mind.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
For Tan Yo Hui, the businessman who envisioned the death of a business rival. But unlike me, he did delegate this task to an idiot.
All right, I'll be back.
And this
is a
idiot
good story.
delegated it to another idiot, and so on, until there were 5
Another
men
half
who were
hour, then
all
I'm out of
unwilling
here.
to
Unless we get some
job.
pizza here.
And then disaster struck. In 2013 in China, real estate developer Tan Yo Hui had a shared property
I have
development with
a
fellow
lot of
businessman
growth
Wei
on
Mao.
one of
The two got into a dispute about the joint venture, which led to Wei would disrupt his business and cost him a lot of money, and so decided to reach a settlement with Wei by killing him. Case closed. Seems like a stupid idea to murder someone who's suing you. Obviously, all eyes are going to be on you during the investigation, but maybe not if you get the right guy for the job. Unfortunately, Tan did not get the right guy for the job and instead hired Shi Guanggan to kill Wei, offering the hitman 2 million Chinese yuan, about 300,000 in today's dollars. For whatever reason, Shi Guanggan was not overly eager to do this himself. Instead, he hired a second hitman, Mo Jianchang, to do the killing for him, offering him 1 million yuan to kill Wei. So he was keeping half the money for himself for Mo Jianchang to do all the work. For whatever reason, Mo Jianchang was not overly eager to do this himself. Instead, he hired a third hitman, Yang Kangsheng, to do the killing for him, offering him 270,000 yuan upfront to kill Wei, and a further 500,000 when the job was done. So he was getting 1 million and giving away 770,000 for Yang Kangsheng to do all the work. For whatever reason, Yang Kangsheng was not overly eager to do this himself. Instead, he hired a fourth hitman, Yang Guasheng, to do the killing for him, offering him 200,000 yuan up front to kill Wei, and a further 500,000 when the job was done. So this guy was barely keeping any of the money for himself. Makes you wonder why he even bothered getting involved. He was giving all but 70,000 of his 770,000 to Yang Guasheng to do all the work. For whatever reason, Yang Guasheng was not overly eager to do this himself. Instead, he hired a fifth hitman, Ling Xianqi, to do the killing for him, offering him 100,000 yuan to kill Wei. This Yang Guasheng fella is obviously a lot greedier than the others, only offering 1/7 of his pay to Ling Xianqi to do all the work. For whatever reason, Ling Xianqi was not overly eager to do this himself. Actually, he had a pretty good reason. He was only getting 100,000 yuan to kill a person. Probably wasn't aware the guy who hired him was only making 70,000, but that guy sounds like a bigger idiot than all the rest, to be honest. Or maybe the second biggest idiot, because wait until you hear this next part. Ling Jianxi didn't want to kill someone for 100,000, and by now the money had been whittled away so much there wasn't really any left to subcontract another hitman. Instead, he hatched a plan that would make everyone happy. He contacted Wei Mao and asked to meet him in a coffee shop in Nanning City. By this point, nearly 6 months had passed since the original contract was taken. Wei agreed to the meeting, and Ling Jianxi informed him he had been paid to kill him. What an idiot. Ling told him he would instead allow Wei to simply fake his death, so that Wei would get to live and Ling would still get the money. Wei agreed to pose for photos bound and gagged, which Ling would then take to his boss, who would then take them to his boss, who would then... you get the idea. Clearly, Ling had neglected to put a great deal of thought into this plot, or really any at all. For Wei Mao to fake his death, he'd have to upend his whole life, forget about his lawsuit against Tan, and the joint business he had with him, and obviously any other business he had. He'd have to give up everything. Why would he do any of that when he now knows who his hitman is and what he looks like, because he was a big stupid fucking idiot who told him all of this? Obviously, Wei Mao just went to the police. One after the other, the hitmen gave up their bosses until the police had all 5 hitmen and Tan Youhui in custody. Honestly, if I were the police, I don't think I would have uncovered this. I would have just assumed I was being led on a wild goose chase after, like, the 3rd hitman. In other words, I would have underestimated the depths of their stupidity. In 2016, the 6 men were on trial for conspiracy to commit murder. China has a terrifyingly high conviction rate, 99.9%. Now, in the US, federal prosecutors have a 99.6 conviction rate, so that's not a statement about China other than to say these guys were fucked. However, some evidence was excluded from court on the basis of police misconduct. Well, what, did they hire a string of investigators too? Amazingly, all 6 men were acquitted. This was until prosecutors appealed the case, and in 2019, Tan Youhui was sentenced to 5 years imprisonment. The hitman he hired, Shi Gangan, was sentenced to 3 years and 6 months. Hitman 2, Mo Jiangqing, that is, not the video game, was sentenced to 3 years. Hitman 3 and 4, Yang Kangsheng and Yang Guanzhong, were sentenced to 3 years and 3 months. Hitman 5, Ling Jianxi, was sentenced to 2 years and 7 months. Those seem like fairly light sentences given the intended crime, but maybe the court was lenient in light of their idiocy. And that's the story of a man who hired a hitman, who hired a hitman, who hired a hitman, who hired a hitman, who hired a hitman. If you like this video, I have many others for you to watch at your leisure for free, and all I ask in return is you subscribe, and then ask your friend to subscribe, who will ask their 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 friend to subscribe.
Wow. It's getting close. I like his channel. I think he did a good job on it.
What's up, guys?
It's coming up on 1 million.
And I'm here to get stoned. Today, I'm here to try
Oil tanker crashed in Connecticut. Oh, his stories, sometimes they're gory. And sometimes they're outright hilarious. An oil tanker crashed on Route 95 in Connecticut, closing it. So Route 95 is closed in both directions. Let's go here. Whether it's happening for real or just in a Hollywood set, whatever.
In this episode, Perseverance smashes rocks on the surface, reaches the Enchanted Lake area, and discovers several strange rocks. This video is part of a series documenting the Perseverance rover and Ingenuity helicopter every 3 months. It's Sol 532, and the rover has driven back to an interesting place on the Delta front to get another shot of this amazing formation. You can clearly see tunnel-like holes going through the rocks. Perseverance has been exploring the Delta front, excitedly going back and forth between the different areas of interest. The rover is heading towards an area known as the Enchanted Lake. The team at NASA has employed the strategy of looking at rocks, then quickly moving on to gain a greater context of what happened in Jezero Crater. This view from Sol 538 shows long wheel tracks with the Kodiak Butte in the distance. The rover is covering a lot of ground up and down the Delta front. On Sol 543, the team at NASA orders the rover to churn up the Martian surface. Perseverance gets busy making Zen art on the sand. You can see that the sand is composed of both larger and finer particles. The rover trains its laser on some freshly exposed sand. The data here will help the team determine what makes up the sand near the delta. Perseverance is also looking for frost on the undisturbed sand. Frost can form on Mars when the ground temperature gets below the point where water vapor in the air can turn directly into ice. The small holes seen in this image are where the rover trained its laser. It seems it's still a little too warm for frost. Meanwhile, our helicopter friend takes to the sky for flight number 31. Ingenuity is slowly catching up to the rover, wanting to help with scouting ahead. You can see the delta is starting to come into focus. Back on the ground, Perseverance finally reaches the Enchanted Lake area. The rocks here look very sharp and brittle. The rover really wants to drill here. On Sol 558, Perseverance attempts to abrade a promising rock. The rock is beyond all recognition. The delta is proving incredibly hard to sample, but the rover must keep trying.
You all
The
hound.
team checks that the rock abrasion tool is not damaged and
You
proceeds
doing all right?
with their search for a good rock sample. There are so many interesting targets in the area. Look at this pile of flaky rocks. How did it get here? The rover investigates an interesting outcrop that seems to be made up of small, irregular blocks. This is the view from the camera on the end of its arm. Interesting patterns are observed. Is it possible that water flowed over the surface of this rock, bringing minerals that were compressed by some that was previously laid on top? The area is too exciting, and Perseverance gears itself up to try and get a core sample. First, it will need to abrade the rock. The rover proceeds carefully and records the operation. You can see that the rock does sink slightly, but not enough to be of concern. The operation took around 10 minutes in real time. Fortunately, the rock withstood the abrasion and turns out to be quite a hard piece of rock. You can see in this image that the rock abrasion tool has left some markings on the patch. Excitingly, this means it's time for the rover to get its drill out. This series of images shows the drilling operation. Again, the rock sank slightly, but not enough to cause any problems. In the video, you can see a small chip of rock settle into the abrasion patch. This image shows the flake of rock in the patch. The material in this area seems to be very brittle. The rock has cracked, but the sample is retrieved successfully. There is, however, one small problem. The sample will not seal properly. The issue may be due to Martian dust interfering with the sealing process. Perseverance captures a time-lapse of images over 4 sols showing small dust grains moving around the sample tube's rim. While the team works on a fix, the rover must press on. Perseverance finishes up activities at Enchanted Lake and is on the move once again. The team wants it to analyze the Martian sand along the way. Its own wheel tracks provide a great look at what sits just beneath the surface. The rover must also gather data from undisturbed areas to compare. You can see the laser shots in this image. On Sol 606, Perseverance finds itself surrounded by rocks. These rocks appear to be similar to those formed by volcanic activity. Look at this rock. It has has what appears to be scratch marks. If you look closely, you can see that this scratch pattern persists throughout the rock and is present on other rocks in the area, so it's likely natural, but it does make for a cool photo. This appears to be broken in half. Did it fall from the top of the delta, or was it transported by water? Or perhaps was it brought here by a volcanic eruption in the ancient past? If you look closely here, this may well be the other half of the boulder. Maybe it rolled down the delta front quite recently. There are clearly two different rock types present here, the darker volcanic rocks and the lighter, sharper bedrock material. On Sol 608, the rover comes across a strange rock that has a line of extruded material attached to the surface. Upon closer inspection, it seems that this is a line of small nodules. Nodules like these suggest the presence of water in the ancient past.
Bird shit.
As for the two circular areas of lighter material, this remains unexplained. The team at NASA orders the rover to abrade a nearby rock to get a better feel of what happened here. This sequence shows the abrasion. Thankfully, the rock doesn't budge. The patch reveals a network of thin white veins. It looks like minerals were transported into the area by water. It's also possible that the veins contain fluid inclusions or trapped droplets of ancient water, but we'll need to get a sample back to Earth to look for that. We'd like to say a big thank you to our patrons. You are helping us to keep this series going. Find the link to join the community.
They're doing it. At this point, right? We ain't gonna worry about. I'd like to see them laying that on the moon. Go check out some of the shit we left behind. That'd be pretty cool. Hey, how's them batteries doing in that thing? No, I can't do that one. That's about it. We got. We go back into Red Rock country, get some pretty views. Watch for the sky. They haven't had good sky there in a long time.
Shops and Cabela's.
Let's see what
So we just got a call for a Jeep that is currently taking a bath out here on the Horseshoe Bend area of the Pipeline Road. So we're gonna head out here with the wrecker and see if we can get it out. Got Tom here with the weather. Howdy, it's beautiful. It's like 55, clear, sunny, calm. It's going to be a good one. Got Jamie back there. What are you here for?
I just heard Brett was going to have to go for a bath. So I thought this sounded like a super exciting recovery. I had to come see.
I got chemtrail right over the top of them. Oh, yeah.
All right.
I mean, just draw a line up there. Don't let it continue. Just, we're here.
Now Matt knows what it feels like to sit in the middle.
I'm just hovering.
The middle seat.
He's levitating.
My spot has been chosen for the day. It is on the toolbox on the back of the wrecker. So,
how's it going?
It's good.
All right. She says it's good. Give us some gas. Let's go. There's no cops out here.
I just didn't want to throw Lizzie off now. Sounds like Jamie been a little bit risky on the throttle.
We're just following Matt out with the wrecker to get a Jeep out of a mud puddle. Looks like it's sunk pretty good. Looks way worse than even George's was sunk. Rhett is here, and guess what Rhett gets to do? I'm in swimming trunks, so I'm the one that gets to climb into the water and hook up the Jeep so we can pull it out. You might be saying, is it that warm out there? No, it's not. I'm wearing a jacket for a reason. Wow, look at Jamie go.
I just coasted down that. You okay, Lizzie? Okay.
I don't think you can throw a Lizzie if you wanted to. So they sent me a picture. This thing is buried up to the windows in the
Holy
water.
shit, macaroni and cheese.
Cow.
Yeah.
Gotta love them city folk.
We're getting close now. Hey, you guys. I'll just say one more time, I called Matt to have him do this. Let's everybody pull off and let Matt do it. So tell us what happened. What was going on? My grandson said, drive in the water, Grandpa. And I drove in the water. I drove in the water. I thought, that's 16 inches deep, but it's closer to 16 feet. This is cold. I was going to ask where that line went. Who did that? So, Rhett, we're going to need to get that through on the other side. So, has this moved at all? Yeah. They said that it was closer to the windows. Yeah. That's a close spot. What kind of strap broke? It's not yellow much. Oh. That's what happened to the back window. They always have trouble. So I like the twin line. The reason we built this with the twin line is because you can walk them like this. And this is one of those things where the sum is greater than the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. Because you can walk, you can kind of wiggle them around things and in and out of things side to side. It's working awesome right now. I use my big boy muscles. This is unlike anything else. Follow me. Treasure map. Oh my god.
A land filled with adventure.
This is out. Tom.
You ran it over. Probably because it was left on the tire.
I ran it over?
Yeah, but it's
That's fine. Okay, so we're going to take this back to the water tanks. We're going to call a roll back in and take it back to the yard. Let insurance deal with it. I'm pretty sure this is a total. So yeah, George, somebody's outdone you, I think. This is deeper.
Don't challenge him like that.
okay. There you go. You can give it your watch.
All right, thank you. I agreed to ride with Rhett, but that's before I knew about this.
You think he did that on purpose?
Found it. Oh, you did. Aha! Awesome. Count to 35. All right, this is going to be a soggy wet ride out of here. This little towel did nothing for me. I'm already soaked. How's it going?
Good. Hopefully we get moving here pretty fast. It's hard to.
So you can steer?
Yeah.
All right, that was a pretty good pull right there. The more bear would have struggled on that, but the record just crawls up this stuff. The cup holder up here, this little pocket is all full of water.
Well, I didn't get to see Rhett take a bath. We got there and people had already started helping him, so he just got to wait his feet a little bit, but that's okay. It was still a good job.
He can't sit in my Bronco though, because he's sitting in a wet seat there, so he has to ride in the back.
We got Rhett in the Jeep, so the roll bar keeps him back right up to him, and now we're gonna cook it. My question is, why do we have a
Pretty
store
good.
here?
Nice guy.
That's some precision driving.
That girl built this, you know. And with we did all the welding on it.
I'm late for a hair appointment. Jamie says she's going to disown me if I don't get this done.
It's mostly a beard appointment.
I'm going to get this fixed. All right. So, you're asking why I'm here. It's because Matt is busy trying to get the banana ready for Easter Jeep Safari. He's putting a new axle under it right now. But we got a call for a truck and trailer that are stuck on Sheep's Bridge Road. Check out these new Matt office. They're awesome. They are great. I love them. They'll keep you nice and warm. Unfortunately, Greg forgot his. Greg has not been given one yet. I've got to get one still. Whose fault is that? Get yours at mattsofferrecovery.com.
The Subaru of New England Love Spring event is here. Buy a brand new 2023 Subaru Impreza with 3.9% financing or lease for just $245 per month.
Trent Lewis from Sunday here. I'm going to tell you how to have the best yard in the block. This yard care system is so effective, you're not even going to believe it. Wow. Before we get started, you're going to go online.
Oh boy. Wow. Never did that. Low country with snow falling. Ain't too bright.
Let's just try and get you hooked up, and then once you're hooked up, then we'll try pulling you out of here. Hey, when you're turning, try not to make such sharp turns. Try and make longer turns. You're dragging your front tire a little bit. Okay? But you're looking, I think you'll be able to hook right back up. Hold on a second. Okay, go ahead, slow, and keep that angle. Slow back. You're about that far. Oh, right there. You might be on dry ground. And not even my help. Hey, we're coming off the ground. Back up the car. Hopefully we're on dry ground now, so we can just drive straight out of here, but no, we can system with the motor. So if you want to go ahead and try, I think if we can get you right through here, we might be able to get you out. So you want to try and drive forward? So you want me to try and come here? Yep.
Why would you turn the wheels that fucking hard? You already been told that once. Look how much the wheels turn. He's trying to get out of there. Oh well. Sure ain't a bad fella.
Try and follow me around. Try and keep your tires from spinning, and I don't want you to sink down in. We'll just put light pressure and try and pull you on out. Okay. All right, I'm pulling you this car here. Yeah, watch the trailer. I don't want to jackknife them. Too easy, man. Barely in any throttle. Well, appreciate it. Yeah, no problem. All right. There you go, man.
You think these people want a
That was
shirt?
a really
Want to
easy job.
just get a free
How's that
shirt?
got him out? That guy was awesome. Thanks for watching. I told you.
I was wondering about the guy that drove through the lake. That didn't make no sense, did it? It was gonna be on TV, Martha. Well, I think we're gonna get going. I put an hour in. Good to see you. Hope everything well. Hang in there. We'll see you in the morning. Have a good night.